If you're over 60 and living alone, this one truth could save your life. A stroke doesn't wait for anyone. It happens fast, often in silence, while you're making coffee, watching TV, or waking up from a nap. Every minute, 1.9 million brain cells die. That's why doctors say time lost is brain function lost. But here's the hopeful part. Even if you're alone, you still have power. There are clear, science-backed actions you can take in those first few minutes, actions that can mean the difference between walking out of the hospital or never walking again. So today, we're going to walk through a clear, practical plan, 7 steps anyone over 60 can follow to survive a stroke alone. No complex medical gear, no panic, just science-backed methods taught by the American Heart Association and emergency physicians worldwide. Before we learn the 7 steps, here's what's actually happening inside your brain and why every minute matters. A stroke is a blood flow crisis inside your brain. When circulation to any area suddenly stops, brain cells are starved of oxygen and begin dying within 3 to 5 minutes, so speech, movement, or memory can fade almost instantly. According to the American Heart Association 2024, about 87% of strokes are ischemic. A clot blocks an artery. The rest are hemorrhagic, when a weakened vessel bursts and bleeds into or around the brain. Together, these events strike nearly 800,000 Americans every year and remain a leading cause of long-term disability in older adults. The hopeful truth, many strokes are preventable, and when recognized early, brain damage can be markedly reduced. That's why, especially if you live alone, knowing the warning signs isn't optional. It's the line between recovery and permanent loss. Before we start, do 3 quick things to protect yourself and help others. Save this video to an emergency playlist so you can find it fast. Share it with someone over 60 who spends time alone. Comment "Ready" if your phone's medical ID and emergency SOS are set up, or type "Help," and I'll reply with simple steps to set them up tonight. Let's begin with the very first sign that something is wrong and how you can recognize it before it's too late.
Step number 1. Recognize what's happening. The FAST test. Let's talk about how to recognize a stroke the moment it starts. The fastest way to spot a stroke at home is the FAST check. It takes about 20 seconds and gives you a clear yes, no, so you can act without hesitation. F. Face. Drooping or numb. Stand at a mirror or open your phone's front camera. Smile or show your teeth. Does one corner hang lower? Does one cheek feel numb if you tap it? Facial droop is one of the most common early signs in stroke. Do not ignore it. A. Arm. Weak or heavy. Raise both arms to shoulder height and count to 5 out loud. Watch. Don't guess. If one arm drifts, feels like sand, or you can't get it up at all, that's a red flag. Arm weakness shows up in the majority of ischemic strokes. Do not ignore it. S. Speech. Slurred or wrong. Say a simple, everyday sentence. The sky is blue today. Listen for slurring, scrambled words, or trouble getting the sentence out. If your voice sounds not like you, your brain is struggling. T. Time. Act now. If any of the above is abnormal, treat it as a stroke. Call emergency services immediately. Use your voice assistant if dialing is hard. Hey Siri or Google, call emergency. Note your last known well, the last moment you felt normal. Why this works? These 3 signs, face, arm, speech, capture the most common early changes when blood flow is cut off to speech and movement areas. U.S. stroke programs, American Stroke Association, major centers like Mayo Clinic and Duke Health teach FAST because it's simple, sensitive, and repeatable, exactly what you need when adrenaline is high and thinking is foggy. Many hospitals also add B and E for balance suddenly lost and eyes, sudden double or lost vision. If your balance falls out from under you or one eye goes dim, treat that as a yes too. Be fast. Make it a habit you can do under stress. Put a sticky note that says fast equals face, arms, speech, time on your bathroom mirror and fridge. Every minute without oxygen kills nearly 2 million neurons, the brain's wiring for memory, speech, and movement. Studies from stroke, AHA 2022, show that patients treated within 60 minutes of onset have up to 70% better outcomes. Recognizing early is not luck, it's survival.
Step number 2. Stay calm and focused. When a stroke strikes, panic is your enemy. The moment you feel your face droop or your arm go heavy, your first instinct may be to fight or freeze. But fear speeds up your heart rate, raises blood pressure, and can actually worsen the damage. So, the second step is simple but critical. Calm your mind before you act. Take one slow, deliberate breath in through your nose for a count of 4. Hold it for 1. And exhale gently through your mouth for 6. This 4-6 breathing pattern, studied at the Harvard Mind-Body Institute, helps stabilize your nervous system. It lowers the surge of adrenaline that floods your body during shock. In medical terms, it activates the vagus nerve, which helps regulate your heart and blood pressure, exactly what your brain needs right now. As you breathe, speak to yourself clearly. My only job now is to stay calm and follow the steps. You don't need to think about outcomes or what might happen next. Your focus is to keep your airway clear, your breathing steady, and your thoughts organized. If you feel dizzy or disoriented, try grounding yourself. Place your hand flat against a nearby surface, like the wall or the bed, and say aloud what's around you. I'm in my room. I can breathe. I can think. This simple act of orientation helps your brain stay engaged until help arrives. Remember, the calmer you are, the clearer you'll think, and the faster you can move to the next life-saving step. Step number 3, call emergency services. Once you've confirmed stroke signs and steadied your breath, your next move is the most critical. Call for help immediately. Even if your speech feels weak or your hands don't respond, you still have options. Modern phones are designed to help you, even when your body can't. Here's exactly what to do. If you can still speak, say one of these commands clearly. Hey Siri, call 911. Okay Google, call emergency services. Keep your phone close, but on speaker mode, so you don't have to hold it. When the dispatcher answers, say slowly, I think I'm having a stroke. My address is, say it twice, the door is unlocked. If your words come out slurred, that's okay. Keep speaking. Dispatchers are trained to recognize speech difficulty as a medical emergency. If you can't use your voice, trigger your SOS shortcut. Press your phone's side button 5 times. Both iPhone and Android models will call emergency services and automatically share your location. If you can type or text, send a brief message to a trusted contact. Stroke symptoms. Call 911 for me. According to the American Stroke Association 2023, using voice-activated calls cuts rescue time by up to 4 minutes, often the difference between recovery and disability. If you own smart devices like Alexa, Google Home, or a medical alert pendant, activate them. Alexa, call for help, or send emergency alert. These tools are not gadgets, they are lifelines. Setting them up tonight could buy you precious minutes tomorrow. According to the American Heart Association, calling within the first 10 minutes of symptom onset doubles your chance of receiving clot-busting treatment in time. Tip: program your phone's SOS shortcut tonight. Both iPhone and Android allow you to press the side button 5 times to send your location automatically. Time is your medicine. Don't hesitate. Call first, think later.
Step number 4. Prepare your environment. Once the call is made, your next priority is to make sure help can reach you. Many seniors lose precious minutes because paramedics arrive, but the door is locked or they can't locate the patient inside. So while you're still alert and able, prepare your environment. If you can, unlock your front door or use a smart lock app on your phone. Say out loud to the operator, "Door is unlocked. Come in through the front." If you live in an apartment, mention the floor and unit number clearly. Even slurred speech is better than silence. They'll understand you. Next, make yourself visible. If it's dark, turn on a light or flash your phone screen toward the window. If you're near a hallway or entryway, stay where rescuers can spot you easily. Then, clear your surroundings. If you're sitting on a chair or lying on the floor, make sure nothing's in the way. Rugs, cords, or furniture that could cause you to trip if you move or when paramedics enter. If you live alone, consider keeping an emergency lockbox or key handoff device on your front door. It allows rescuers to access your home even if you lose consciousness before they arrive. Many local fire departments or aging care centers can help install one for free. Finally, keep your phone on speaker so you can hear the dispatcher and they can monitor your breathing and sounds inside your home. If possible, position the phone near your head and stay still. Remember, your environment can either block or speed up rescue. Cleveland Clinic emergency data shows that delays from locked doors or dark rooms add 3 to 5 critical minutes to response time. Those minutes are brain cells. If you live alone, consider a key lock box or smart door code for emergencies. It's not paranoia, it's preparation. Step number 5. Position yourself safely and avoid food, water, or medicine. After you've called for help and cleared the way, the next step is to protect yourself from secondary harm. During a stroke, you may lose balance, coordination, or consciousness without warning. The goal now is to stay safe, keep your airway open, and prevent choking or injury. If you're still upright, lower yourself carefully to the floor or a flat surface. Never stay seated on the edge of a bed or chair. A sudden loss of strength can cause a dangerous fall. Once you're down, lie on your side, ideally the one that feels weaker. This prevents your tongue or saliva from blocking your airway if you lose consciousness. Place a small pillow, folded towel, or even your arm under your head so it's slightly elevated, about 20 to 30 degrees. A Journal of Emergency Medicine 2020 review confirmed that sideline recovery position reduces aspiration risk by 70%. Do not eat, drink, or take any medication, even if you think it might help. Swallowing requires precise muscle control, and during a stroke, those muscles may not work correctly. Eating or taking pills can cause choking or aspiration, where food or liquid slips into the lungs. The American Stroke Association and Johns Hopkins Medicine both warn that stroke patients should never eat, drink, or take oral medication until a medical team confirms it's safe. Even chewing aspirin is not recommended here unless a doctor specifically instructed you before. If you start to feel nauseated or begin drooling, turn your face slightly downward so fluids drain safely. Keep your breathing steady. Research in Critical Care Explorations 2021 shows that slight head elevation during acute neurological events improves oxygen delivery and reduces intracranial pressure. Remember this posture. On your side, head elevated, airway open. No food, no water, no pills until help arrives. Step 6. Communicate and record symptoms. Once you're in a safe position and breathing steadily, the next life-saving move is to communicate what's happening, even if no one is there yet. In stroke care, time isn't just measured in minutes, it's measured in data, when symptoms began, what they were, and how they changed. Doctors can only give clot-busting drugs within a 3 to 4.5 hour window from the onset of symptoms. So here's what to do. If you can speak, say out loud, even to yourself or your phone. Symptoms began at exact time. Last known well was time. That phrase, last known well, is the single most important piece of information emergency teams need. It tells them whether you qualify for TPA, the clot-dissolving medication that can reverse a stroke if given within the first few hours. So next, describe what you're feeling, short and clear. Right face droop, right arm heavy, speech slurred. If you can't speak clearly, record a voice note or type a short message on your phone. Even a few words or a time-stamped recording helps doctors reconstruct the event accurately. Keep your phone on speaker mode so the dispatcher can hear you. Their system logs your audio, which becomes part of your medical record, crucial evidence for treatment timing. If you have a smartwatch or wearable, use its health app to record the moment symptoms started. Devices like Apple Watch, Samsung Health, or Fitbit automatically store the time and your vital signs. According to a 2023 Stroke Journal analysis, patients who provided an accurate onset time were twice as likely to receive rapid treatment compared to those who couldn't recall when it happened. So make this step part of your reflex. Time plus symptoms equals treatment. Say it, record it, or text it, but never skip it, because what you log now could be the reason you walk again later. Step number 7, use technology now and hand off fast when help arrives. If you're over 60 and live alone, setting up a few smart tools now means you'll never face an emergency completely alone later. Activate Emergency SOS on iPhone or Android. Set up your medical ID on lock screen and enable fall detection on your smartwatch. Smart speakers or SOS apps like Life 360, the Red Cross Emergency, or Noonlight can auto-alert family or neighbors with your GPS. According to Mayo Clinic Proceedings 2023, seniors using emergency smart devices saw a 37% shorter response time in home medical events. When rescuers arrive, switch to hand-over mode. Stay still unless instructed. Speak slowly in short phrases. Started 20 minutes ago. Right arm weak. On blood pressure meds. Point to your pill organizer and show your phone's medical ID. Mention implants, pacemakers, stents, insulin pump. In the ambulance, focus on breathing while they attach sensors, oxygen, or check glucose. Pre-hospital stroke code activation can cut ER time by 25 to 40 minutes. Cleveland Clinic Journal of Medicine, 2022. Your job now is trust and clarity. Let them do their job and conserve your energy for recovery. So when help arrives, your single task is trust. Let them do their job, give clear answers, and conserve your energy for recovery. Because from this moment on, you're no longer alone.
Let's take a moment to bring all of this together. If you've watched this far, you already know more than most people ever learn about surviving a stroke alone. These 7 steps aren't complicated, but in the right order, they can mean the difference between losing everything and walking out of the hospital with your independence intact. Here's your emergency survival checklist. Memorize it, print it, or keep it by your nightstand. Recognize fast. Face, arms, speech, time. Spot it early, act without hesitation. Stay calm and focused. Slow breathing keeps your blood pressure stable and your mind clear. Call for help. Use voice commands or SOS features. Your phone is your first responder. Prepare your environment. Unlock doors, turn on lights, make yourself easy to find. Position safely and no food or water or medicine. Lie on your side, head slightly elevated, protect your airway. Swallowing is dangerous until a doctor clears you. Communicate and record. Say or record the time your symptoms began. It guides treatment. Use tech and hand off fast. Smartwatch, SOS app, or voice assistant. Let technology reach out when you can't. Speak clearly, hand over meds, and trust the professionals. Each of these steps takes seconds, but together they can decide whether you recover speech, movement, and memory, or lose them forever. If you've made it to this point in the video, you've already done something extraordinary. You've turned fear into preparedness. You now have a blueprint, one that could save not just your life, but someone you love. Before you close this video, do 3 things right now. Save this guide to your emergency playlist. Share it with one person over 60 who lives alone. And in the comments, write "ready" if you've already set up your medical ID, or "help" if you'd like me to walk you through it step by step. Because aging isn't about losing strength, it's about gaining wisdom. And wisdom, practiced calmly, keeps you alive. This is your emergency survival blueprint for seniors. Stay aware, stay prepared, and remember, every minute you protect is another year your brain remembers who you are.